All right. Sunday again, March 12th, 2017. I'm just going to run through a list of stocks real quick on here. Now, what I'm doing, I'll just, if something immediately comes to me, I'll point it out or whatever. But this is just Bank of America. This is a 2 year, so these are weekly bars on here. Okay. So this is a whole week. All right. Moving averages are listed up here, things of that nature. Okay. The dotted lines here, dash lines are Fibonacci levels. Okay. So going back, looking at this, so this is 15, 16, and it'll basically do the same thing. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just zipping through them real quick. Seeing if I can find someone. This Duke here looks like this could be a bear flag on here. Maybe a triangle pennant type thing happening on here. So Duke Realty would probably be lean as a short. The flip side of this one is that if it comes back through here, maybe it goes to the dot. So you pick up 50 cents if you get stopped in that way. That kind of thing. You find something and you work your way on the inside. This one looks like it could lose the moving averages here. What does it say? FTSL will pass. Will pass. General Electric's now basing underneath the moving average here. So is this being working on a bear flag? Gilead 66. All right, this had a whole bunch of sideways and it broke out to the downside. And things could probably, I wonder if things could get worse. Let's do a 10-hour or 10-year. 10-year, here we go. So here, okay, so here's Gilead. These are what, monthly bars? So this is a whole year. So these are monthly bars, right? Blah, 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 blah. You break out. You broke out above the tops here. You broke out above the tops here. What's that? 11 and 12. So money left. Commodities, right? If the money comes out, what do you buy? Well, looks like they bought this kind of stuff. All right, right? 11 and 12, 9, 10, 11, 12. Stock market bottoms, yada, yada, yada. The commodity market, we're done with that. And then money comes into here, yada, yada, yada. Okay, here's the first time it triggers something. Maybe you get stopped out at 80. Very happy on, from 25 to 80. Dot, 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 dot. You didn't hit the moving averages. Maybe, you buy in back in here on the follow through. And on here, you're above the, you're out of bounds on like Bollinger Bands and stuff. You're poking through again. You're running up here. That's usually what happens early on because there's no volatility. So immediately when you start gunning it, you're on the outside. How about this one? If Gilead, what is this, a 4-year high? You think it's going to be on the 52-week list? And you're on and on and on. And then it finally broke at 100. You're in at 25, and 6 years later, you're at 100. So you get 300%. Does that work for you? Are you happy? Did you really need to be a day trader if this happens? All that has to do, you just check your dots. Dot, 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 dot. Moving average. Tell me when it goes through the moving average. Well, here's MECD crossed here. On-balance volume. RSI started cracking sometime back. That was a warning. You were losing momentum. ADX, it crossed here. ADX crossed here and told you that the up move was over. So now what's going on with the ADX now? Well, we're in a negative thing, but it hasn't turned up. Gilead come down to about in the 40s, it'll definitely turn up. But you have that going on, right? So is this a continuation? And you have a 5-day. Well, that's kind of interesting. That was a change of pace. Well, this Gilead fill here at 69 and change. Are you supposed to be looking for short sides? The trend is down, right? It's been down for a couple of years. You're looking for places to short. Maybe up at 73, right? Glue. This one was interesting. Okay, so this is how it all started yesterday when I was sitting around scanning through this stuff, trying to watch TV. It was a Danish Western. Kind of cool. Can't remember the name of it. The Savior maybe. All right, so glue, dot, 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 had a bounce, yada, yada, yada. Well, what caught my attention was this little green bar here. It's at $2. So what do we have? We break it on down. So here we have it crossed over. It crossed over from 186 to $2. Okay, you think you know what's going to happen to people if it drops a nickel or even a dime, right? All these people that are in there, they see their profit of, you know, what do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cents. 10 cents, 400 shares, you know, and all of a sudden it starts coming back against them. You know, are they thinking to buy here? Well, I'd be thinking to buy here maybe, you know, because it was a pretty good bounce off. Here's a Fibonacci line. I'm not saying that, you know, this is, you know, a sweet piece. You know, obviously it's a big POS. You know, but it could zip up to 3 on this thing here too, right? On balance volume, nobody's in the thing. You know, you have some and it starts off. It's like, okay, do I want to buy the pullback on here? Am I, you know, is this the pullback? Should I wait for it to come down and then come back through? That would be a smart thing. You know, what happens if it just falls through the bottom? All the people that bought into this thing are realizing, man, I just turned a profit into a loss. You know, but the deal is that you have something to look at. Glue, GLUU. This one popped up, came back, found some love on the moving averages. Maybe it swings forward on here. You know, that's what you're dealing with. That'd be some short covering follow through on that one. That's what it looks like to me. You know, sideways. Does it break out higher? You know, I'll pass on that one. That one does look like an inverted head and shoulders, though, doesn't it? There. This one doesn't look good. This one looks like it's going lower, right? What does it look like on a 10-year? It's taking forever. It doesn't like 10 years worth of data. How about 5 years? Don't like that either. Go back to 2 years. 2 years. I just start with 2 years. It's weekly. Here's a reversal. Does it head lower? You know, Ladder Capital Corp. I'm not sure about this one. But you go through and you have 60 to choose from. Robert Half. This continues up. Who's Robert Half and why is this good for the economy? You know, Two Harbors Investment. This, you know, natural resource real estate. I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm just looking at the chart. I really don't, you know, the name thing only tells me if it's in a sector, you know. This one, the reversal here, was that a dragonfly against a Fibonacci. Apollo Investment Corp. You know, short side, but I'm looking for longs for American Tower. What's that, radio? Pass. That looks like a bear flag on BP. Cinemark Holdings. Looks like follow through. Is this ABC pattern here and goes higher? Kind of getting oversold on the weekly RSI. This here happened with that was the Chinese flash crash thing. That's when we started implementing limits on these stocks. So if we decide to puke up all at one time, they're gonna jam up. Here's this eBio one. I guess there's another second one to look at here. All right, so it gets goes sideways, gets a bounce up and comes back and pulls back. So you could say that this is a bull flag. So what do you have going on? Your stop is about 20 cents. So you need to get 20 cents out of here, or a quarter. Now it's about here, the next Fibonacci level. You know, what do you have here? You have a level here and here and here. What's this one? 240. Could probably try for 240 on this bio one. This would be you got little dots on here. I mean, it looks like they've run it once before. Give me a 10-year. All right, so now this is interesting. Here's one this is 10 years. Here's what IPO. 14, we IPO, go up for 1 month, and then it's all been downhill since. They've lost 80% in 1 month. Kind of sliding in on the moving averages there. So maybe there is something on here, 20 or 40 cents on here to the upside. You have to put in your stuff, it took off here once before. So how long did this take? May to September. Geez, we're getting close to May. You think they do it again? This is pretty boring in here. That would get some attention. If somebody starts scanning for low IV, there's no volatility here. Scan for low IV. Then you have to, of course, naturally you're going to run after it for options or something. But what do you have here? So what do we have? So we have March. July, August. So March, April to August. A to A. All right. So if it does the same thing again, are you going to hold this thing? You had to hold it here till August. Did get up to $5 though. So in the short term, this is basically what you're shooting for here. And your stop, this is your stop area. Down below it here, and it's going to be thin, right? Do I have a volume on here? Did they show me a volume just down below, right? Those millions, 286,000 on a daily, right? Yeah, 286,000. Okay, so here you have something. Break it down a little finer. You can see where where it's trapped. Trapped in there. It comes down to here, $1.94 or something maybe. And if it comes back through, then of course you want to be in on it, because then it'll try for up in here. This Fibonacci type deal. And it goes from, if it clears one Fibonacci, wouldn't it run up to the next one? Right? The computer says, well, I'm done doing this. Well, what's your next target? The next high. What's your next target? Moving average or something. What's your next target? The computer just runs straight up the ladder. What are my targets? ... All right, I think I hit them all, right? Equus, what do we have? That was the last one. We shall see. Double tap on this one here, maybe. Double top ski. That's not how you draw a double top, Kev. Kev, bad Kevin. You should go to the beach. It's spring break, buddy. Ever Life Sciences. I'd probably short it if it gets up into here. Trend lines go on forever. Yeah. Tenesco, whatever, yo. Genworth. This one just seems to pop up and go sideways. I'll pass. I mean, Global Payments. This one was one for a short. It's gone nowhere. Remember that? I think this one was GPN was check your emails. Get a spreadsheet going for that stuff, huh? Oh, what's this? Huntington Bank shares. Pause, something attempt, and pause again. If it goes down that way. Stuff's over cross. We got RSI divergence. Oh, looks like we're going to kill the banks, huh? Right? Illinois tool works. Wow, bank shares. Oh, yeah, probably come under this, right? To buy in 46. One off day, just pops back down, huh? Maybe bangs on the moving averages over this, pops back down, buy back in and move it higher, change the angle of ascent a lot higher. Who was that? KBWB. bank shares, 700,000 for volume. Lightpath Tech. Okay, so here's one you can look at. It came up, did the bear flag, did this, banged off of in here. Now it's pulling back. So what do you think? Come into here, 190, then run it back up to what, 230, 40 cents. You know, you say, you know what I'm saying? You know, all of a sudden the moving averages and stuff are coming back, right? Come on, monkey shines. Definitely don't want to share data this day today, huh? Well, I suppose this is all in you know, everybody has issues. Right. Yeah, that one came down. Okay, so light path, right? So light path, blah blah blah. So here it landed on the moving average, right? Somebody probably bought. Here's the dots. Came down to here. You know what happens if it comes down to here? 205. You know, what did we say? 190. You know, that's kind of cool. I should clear this one out. Clear. I'll send this off. Uh, all right, so it's light path. I'll wait on sending this stuff on the next video. Liberty. What's it say? Liberty Tax. TripAdvisor, whatever. Mentor Graphics look like a buyout. Middle Networks. This one looks like it's breaking out, maybe for $1. MITL, dollar higher. Myra Genetics, maybe a pullback at 18 to buy. There's dots underneath it too. Oh, for barkiness. Boy, it just does not like my stuff, does it? Come on, load. Kevin, give it a minute. What do we have? 17 and a half in here, 18, maybe. Pull back. 1 day thing, you know. All right, somewhere in here, right? So that'd be somewhere in here. Trying to get the dots had reversed, so I suppose you should just wait for the dots to get you back in. You just stay short until the dots are cleared, because you never know what happens if it tries and attempts to fill this gap down here. You know, well, that looks like a reversal there too, right? RSI divergence. Crommy cross. This one looks like 90, but Polaris Industries, I'm going to say this is coming off from a high. Yeah. All right. Full round trip. A4 flag. What happens if it goes this way, Kev? That's fine too, then, right? Some to that degree. You know what I'm saying, Vroom. Oh, that one looks like a short, right? Sturmruger. That one looks like it's going to come down. I guess I could have emailed these here too, right? Yeah, all right. Time to go cool down. Cess Fun Holdings. Uh-oh. Blarney O'Blarney. Well, this will be interesting. Save. Save. Okay, so I can save and send on these T guys. Hopefully the arrows and stuff will help out the situation. This would be like, you get in at 3 and you get out at 340, that kind of thing. What happens if it goes higher? Well, you just need to 340. What do you got going on your daily? Weekly. Crossing here, going above 20. Maybe you get what happens if it goes to 5. I need price volume bars. All right. Looks like pass. Suncrest Energy Partners. These are all going to go defunct. TripAdvisor, that's going the wrong way. That looks like one big bear flag before it hits lower. Yeah. Ditto. I just walked right into it. This one was some sort of screamer thing, right? So what do we have on? I need some volume bars. There you go. Pretty much lined up that way. All right. Pretty much. All right. Is that the end of them? Oh, so they went alphabetical order. Here's a effed up one. Kind of effed up. Really effed up. This one would be interesting to watch. I should send this one out to the world. They're going to go, what? What's the symbol? But clear. Z. What is it? Z. F. GN. 420. There. My kids will talk about that. All right. That's it. There you have it. So this will be the fun one then. You guys had to go all the way through this video till we finally found the last one. That'll be interesting. Oh, it's double gap up here. There's a gap up in here. Oh boy. Gosh golly gee whiz. I don't know about that now. Well, that's their fault. Whoops. Uh-oh, 2 o'clock. I would say that would be currencies, huh? All right, hasta del fuego. Yeah.